Jiggles. Yeah. Perfect name. There we go. I am happy with that character. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go chapter 1. Start from the beginning. So straight off the bat, we've got this sinister, shady fellow. So thou art come for me at last. I am the Dragon Lord, Master of Masters, King of Kings, and Brother of Elvis. Long have I awaited this moment. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant unto thee dominion over half this world. You ain't gonna smooth talk me with your smarmy talk, motherfucker. Thou wishest not for half the world? No, I'd settle for half a cheeseburger, really, but yeah. Wilt thou not reconsider? Nah. 'Tis an offer few would refuse. Well, yeah. Jiggles, at long last I have found you. A single foolish choice has plunged this hallowed land into darkness. Beneath benighted skies my children crawl as insects on the earth, powerlessly awaiting their own destruction. Only by the power contained within you may this ruined world be rebuilt. Arise, my child, your destiny awaits. And so, we awaken in what appears to be some kind of grave. Jiggles, my child, you have finally awoken. Do you remember who you are? Do you remember what you are? I see, so you have no recollection of before. No matter. Indeed, perhaps it is for the best. After so long a slumber, no doubt your body will still be weak. Arise, my child, and see that you can move freely. So, now we're given the tutorial where we're taught how to move. You know, left stick on my PlayStation controller and circle to jump. So we'll just hop out of our grave there and we'll do a little run around the room. Thank goodness, all seems to be well. You can fulfill your role. Jiggles, my child, I have awoken you that you might perform a vital task. A task upon which the fate of this very world may... What? I do not doubt that you might feel a little poorly, but is not the fate of the world more important than... Oh, my poor child. It is true, you are nearly at death's door. It seems your lengthy slumber has robbed you of your strength. So give me a cheeseburger. Here, my child, take these white petals. You can use them to restore your vitality. Yeah, and I can do the same with a ground beef patty. Cheapskate. So, what we want to do, obviously, is jump up here and collect those. Good. Jiggles, you have been blessed with a special power. The power to combine raw materials to build items anew. You can work at this tree stump. Use the white petals you gathered to prepare some healing cream. So now it gives us a rundown on what we can do with our materials that we gather. So we just come over here, select this, and we're presented with a list of what can be made at a tree stump, and if we select it, it'll tell us exactly what we need for each item. You know, broken branch, blue goo, 3 white petals. That's exactly what we want. Voila! Wonderful, you have made your first creation. Jiggles, my child. You have a power shared by none other in this world. The power to build new things from raw materials. Now, use the healing cream you created to tend to your wounds, Press square to use tools and items. So it tells us how to select our items, use the left and right on the D-pad to cycle through the bar down the bottom, and square to use said items. Like so. Do you feel better now? I see the colour has returned to your cheeks. You created that healing cream with your own 2 hands. However, the men and women who inhabit this world have lost that power of creation. Jiggles, my child, a sacred duty rests upon your young shoulders. You must... Well, I quite understand that you wish to leave this place, but first you must learn of your... Very well. I will show you how to build a path out of this crypt. First, take this broken branch. Well done, Jiggles. Within that humble broken branch sleeps a cypress stick, the simplest of weapons. Approach the tree stump as before and use it to craft a cypress stick. Which we will do so, like so. And that'll be equipped to our weapon slot. Congratulations, my child, you have created your first weapon. Mankind once made tools and used them to build a thriving civilization. And as all great civilizations do, so too they built weapons. But now only you have the power to build such things. Jiggles, my child, you have been entrusted with a divine mission to... I can well imagine you are eager to see the world outside, but would you not rather learn more of... Very well. To build a path out of here, first you must equip the weapon you have made. Press X to open the main menu and place the cypress stick in your hand. Weapons and armor are no use, obviously, unless equipped. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we can equip that there, and now it's equipped to the weapon slot. Weapons are not only useful for fighting monsters, they can also serve to gather materials. The power to break objects apart and reduce them to raw materials is yours and yours alone. Ever since this world was plunged into darkness, and mankind lost this power, they have awaited the coming of one with the ability to create. Jiggles, my child, the dreams, the hopes, the very fates of the people of this world rest upon your shoulders. If this land is ever again to see light, you must fulfill your sacred duty and... Jiggles, you're not asleep, are you? Cheeky. Perhaps it is best we continue this conversation outside. To build a path out of this place, first you must break apart and collect the nearby earth. So now it wants to have us break some earth blocks with our weapon. But first I think we'll come over here and get some more white petals. They'll be useful. Sounds a little low on the character there. Okay, let's gather some dirt from over here. So some would say, oh yeah, this is just a Minecraft clone, but you know, I actually prefer it to Minecraft. It's got that little element that Minecraft is missing. Well done, Jiggles. That should be enough. Press square to place blocks of earth on the ground in front of you. I have marked a location for you in red. Place a block of earth there to build a stairway and escape from this tomb. Okay, so now we've got our earth, we can cycle through and place down our earth blocks to create a staircase. Yes, well, it's more simple than Minecraft. It's not as, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? In depth, like with the redstone mechanics and stuff like that. It just has the certain charm that Minecraft itself lacked. It has a certain soul that is somewhat lost in Minecraft amidst the moans and groans of villagers going, oh, ooh, oh. But I digress. Well done, Jiggles. You have found your way back to the outside world. When your eyes adjust to the brightness, you will see the world of Alefgard before you. Light was lost to this land long ago, and now darkness reigns eternal. The people who inhabit this somber realm once had the power to create, until it was wrenched from them. Without it, their culture crumbled into dust. Jiggles, my child, you have been entrusted with a momentous mission. Only by the power you hold, the power to create, can this world be rebuilt, and the people of Alefgard arise once more. I beg your pardon? What do you mean you don't get it? Forgive me, my child. After having only just awoken from so long a slumber, this must all come as quite a shock. Let us adopt a more simple approach. Use the power of creation that dwells within you and rebuild this world however you see fit. No doubt you will fulfill your duty in the course of doing so. So too will you come to learn the tragedy that befell this world, and the role you are to play in its salvation. I am Rubus, the spirit of the land. Go forth, my child, and know that I do watch over you always. Oh, and Jiggles, there is one last thing that you must know. You are not a hero. If nothing else, remember this. So, here we are, the overworld of the Cantland Plains, known as the Ravaged Realm. And it's quite a lively place in various little areas. Nice and colourful. The land you see before you was once known as Cantland. Long, long ago, a bustling city thrived here, ringed all around with stout fortifications. But all was destroyed in the relentless attacks by the monsters. Scarcely a trace remains of its former greatness. Jiggles, my child, you must use the power within you to rebuild the city of Cantland to its former glory. This will be the first step on your journey to make Alefgard arise once more. To this end, I bestow unto you a gift. And now we get this nice beam of light. Take this banner of hope in hand and seek the source of the light you see before you. Even as the darkness closed in around them, the men and women of Cantland flew this flag to the bitter end. Plant the banner in this land once more, that its bountiful light might serve as a symbol of Cantland's restoration. Now go, make haste for the Pillar of Light. Jiggles obtains a banner of hope. So now our objective is obviously to go and plant our banner here. We'll go up to the high ground and take a look around. Got various little areas here, there, and everywhere. So as I was saying before, yeah, it plays like a simple yet very charming Minecraft, you know, locked in the third person, so yeah, you don't get the, how would you say it, I guess the similar scope to Minecraft. Yeah. Can make things a little bothersome at times, but yeah, it's a nice, fun and charming game. Let's plant our banner and get started, shall we? Yes, yes, yes. A warm and soothing light spreads all around. which you'll notice is this like big square of light, and this is our main building area. This is like town. This is the town hub. And while we're in this light, we'll hear the town music play, and monsters don't usually, travel into town. Outside of this square, we'll get like overworld music and fight the monsters and have a merry old time. We can still like build stuff outside of this, like little huts and stuff, and use them, but where town is here. No NPCs will go out beyond this square once they sort of move on in. As for the whole "you're not a hero," we're not a hero, we're the builder. So when we go out and fight those slimes out there, for example, which I see like 5 of right now, when we defeat them, from us not being a hero means we do not get experience for fighting. We do not level up per se. Our town levels up, and we can get stronger that way, in various ways, but for the most part we have to rely on better gear and seeds of life and strength and whatnot to sort of power ourselves up a bit. Let's see. People near and far are attracted by the banner's beckoning light. Look, my child, here's one already. So there we go. We got our first villager. What's this funny flag doing here? There's something special about this place. It's so bright and inviting. My name's Pippa. What's yours? So Pippa's moved in, and we talk to her again. As you see, she's got an exclamation mark over her head. Oh, there we go. What's that? You're the one who planted the flag here? Who are you? Where did you come from? You don't remember? The goddess told you to come here? So you've got amnesia and you're hearing voices. That's not suspicious in the slightest. Oh, but this place is just so lovely. Can I live here? Jiggles, my child. Even with the power that dwells within you, you cannot rebuild Canton alone. Your first step in rebuilding this city must be to house those that join you in living here. Little remains of this dilapidated house, save the door. Repair it by filling in the holes in the walls with dirt. Filling in the holes in the wall with dirt, yeah. Or earth, rather. You can place blocks above you by holding L1 and below you by holding R1. Hold down square and you'll place one block on top of another. Hold it down while moving to place many blocks in succession. Likewise, you can sort of hold L1 and R1 at the same time to, steady your aim, and then, sort of sidestep from side to side to plant them in a nice line. But, yeah. Take this knowledge and these blocks of earth and make this ruined house livable once more. So we got earth. So essentially the exclamation mark that appeared above Pippa's head was a mission. It's like, yeah, we can get a mission off her, or she has a request or something. And now it's sort of gone grey. So until we come up here and repair this hut with some dirt, like so, it'll remain greyed out. But now that we've done it, let's change it into a blue tick, signaling that we can turn in the quest. Wow, that's incredible! The walls were all full of holes, but they're as good as new. Yeah, I don't know about that. I prefer this cobblestone, actually. We're zoomed in too close. Huh? You fixed it? With dirt? I thought you were just a weird girl with voices in her head. But you completely fixed that broken down old house. You must have some kind of special power. Here, take these. I found them on my way here. You can have them for fixing the house for me. So, quest complete. We got some petals, so we can make healing cream if we so wish. And now she has a new mission for us, but we're going to come over here real quick. We've got a sign here. It says, there's a message written on the signpost. The monsters always attack from this direction. We must build a wall here to defend the city. Looks like the message was written a long, long time ago. Somebody must have lived here once. Yeah, there will be periods in each of the chapters where the monsters will launch an invasion of your town and you've got to defend it. But we're a little ways off that. Right now, we want to just sort of tidy up a little bit. Sweep away this pesky looking grass with our cypress stick. Grab a few broken branches. There we go. Alas, we can't mine any stone as of the moment. We need a better tool for that. But right now we're in the tutorial missions, so the time doesn't cycle through day and night, which is useful because, you know, like Minecraft, during the night monsters come out. Monsters are always out in, you know, Dragon Quest builders, but at night they are much stronger than the daytime ones. So we're going to use this opportunity to go exploring some. As you can see, there's this like spire, like this pillar of mountain, you know, of rock and dirt up here, and as you can probably see already, there's a chest. We're going to come along here and grab that, I think, which, if memory serves, holds a life upgrade. But we've got to be careful of these. What are they? I think they're condors? Are they condors? I can't quite remember the Dragon Quest enemy names. So in order to get up here, we're just going to sort of create a makeshift path, as it were. Like so. Might as well grab a few of these materials on the way up. Missed out on that cypress stick though. Or broken branch rather, but matters not. So we'll place another block there. So while you're holding the L and R buttons, yeah, you can sidestep like that. But if you're not holding any of them, you've got the free range of motion. So up we go. Slice at these petals. Just a little parkour and grab this treasure chest. So here we've got our first seed of life. Our life is up in the top left there, 35 HP, so we'll use that, and it should go up to like 40. Yep, there we go. Increased by 5. I think we can harvest this? No. I'm pretty sure later on we can manage to collect chests like that. Oh, a little bit of fall damage. But we need, like, I don't know, a pitchfork, a pickaxe, or some such. No, that's what they are. They're whatchamacallit, they're chimera, I think. Condor, chimera. Either way, they drop the chimera feather. Fastly tied fan of fluttering feathers. which we can use to instantly teleport back if need be. So now that we've got our Seed of Life from up there, we're going to come past these other fellows, as there is a cave further along the way. We want to make sure that we don't get arse chunked by the enemy. Oh. Oh, that's nasty. There we go. Almost bit off a little more than I could chew there. One thing that we can't do in this that you can do in Minecraft is swim. That is a limitation of our builder. But it's no biggie. So here we've got a cave. Oh shit. Well, that's bothersome. I was able to create a makeshift wall of dirt. So here we've got another chest. Oh shit, this one's protected by monsters. So the battle music plays when you approach these skull chests. Obviously, defeat the monsters, gain the treasure. But we want to not get hit by these assholes. Back, Drakkies, back! Oh, we're strayed too far from the chest. I totally forgot that we needed to fight those bozos in order to collect that stuff. We've got some berries here. Plumberries. So we'll leave that chest for the moment. I think there's a few more over there, but for the sake of things, I'm going to progress a little bit in the quests so we can get some better gear. A life seed's good. We get a life seed doing another quest or two from Pepper. So let's do that. You must have some kind of special power to be able to fix up all that old house like that. How did you do it? What? You've got the power to build new things? What does build mean? Jiggles, my child, do you remember what I told you? Long ago, the people of this land lost the power of creation. It is your duty to help them regain this power. Anyway, I really appreciate you fixing the house like that, but it's not much use without some kind of light inside. But I can't see any torches laying around here. Beside your banner of hope, you will find a mason's workstation. You can use it to build a torch. Take these materials, use them to construct a torch, and reveal to this girl the fruits of your labors. Jiggles obtains a splatter of blue goo and a broken branch, which are the materials needed for a torch. So if we come over here, you'll see that there's a lot more we can build with the mason's workbench. One thing I will make is one of these, an oaken club, far more reliable than a cypress stick, obviously, and something I forgot to make before picking a fight with them Drakkies. And now we'll make the torches. So we come up here. So if we take Chimera feathers, 5 in total, we can make the Chimera wing for quick teleportation back to town. I will make some healing cream because, yeah, I took a bit of a beating. 3 ought to do for now. And finally, our torch. So, 1 stick and 1 blue goo makes 5 torches. So now we've done that, Pippa will be happy, but I'm going to use some healing cream. Okay. Hey, where'd you find that torch? You didn't find it? You built it. Ah, so that's what building means. You picked up stuff from around here and somehow changed it into a torch, right? Thanks. I think I understand. Sort of. Hey, do you think you might be able to build anything with this? If you need any more, I'll see if I can find some. So she gives us a broken branch. Yes, we're in the crappy rewards part of the game. I just realized something. You never told me your name. Jiggles. What kind of name is that? It doesn't sound like you'd have any special powers at all. No, I've just got the power to annoy people, kid. But you can't judge someone by their name, right? Anyway, Jiggles, you've still got those torches you made, right? We should put one in the house. A room is complete if it has walls 2 blocks high, at least, and a door and a source of light to stave off the darkness when the sun has set. Press square to place your creations wherever you wish. Go, my child, and place the torch inside the house. Excuse me. So, essentially, depending on the construction of the room, how big it is, how many beds it has, determines what it is. When we're done with this, it's going to become a simple room, but you can make, multiple bed place and turn it into an inn or hospital or stuff like that, depending on what you place in it, like a lab or, alchemy table, whatever, healing bench. So right now it's just an empty room, but we will soon change that. As you can see, we got points, and up under the HP, we've got the base experience. The max level is level 4, I think. Yeah, you get a small health upgrade. I can't quite remember. Health upgrade, I think, when you level up. But outside of that, no leveling up. None. Brilliant! Now that it's all lit up, the room's perfect. You're amazing, Jiggles. You really do have special powers. It's hard to believe that someone who looks so dopey could be so talented. But you can't judge someone by their appearance, right? Anyway, thanks, Jiggles. Now we have somewhere to live. And we got a seed of life, which usually be your first one you gather unless you climb up that mountain. There we go. So I didn't need the healing cream at all. That's kind of why I stopped using them. I'm like, hang on, I'm about to get a seed of life, and I get an automatic heal. Well, yeah. Hey, Jiggles, thanks to you we have such a lovely room. But don't you think it would be so much better if it had something to sleep on at night? I know, maybe you could build something. Jiggles, my child, you must gather materials that might fashion some bedding. Should you place a bed in a room, you can sleep on it at any time, night or day, to restore your health. And also, cycle time. It would be great if you could make 2 things to sleep on. One for me and one for you. If we had 2 beds, we could sleep next to each other. If we had a double bed, we could sleep together. This time, Jiggles, I shall leave it to you to gather the materials you need to build straw mattresses, young Pippa requests. A straw mattress can be constructed from grassy leaves. To build one, you must first... Jiggles, are you alright? Eureka! Jiggles works out how to make straw mattresses. Functional. Basic bedding made from dried weeds woven together can be slept on and offers us a score of plus 30 points to our base level. So from now on, anytime we gain new materials, our character will have a moment and go, I can make this with these kind of materials and this with this kind of materials. So you'll be granted like the blueprints for various items and such. How many of them did we need? There's another one. Wait, I think we've already got enough because of Rubus. Okay, never mind. So we come over here, make our bedding. Straw mattresses. Can't quite remember how to make multiple at once. I mean, you can make as many as possible, but I don't want to make many. I don't want to make frickin', you know, there's no point in making 4 frickin' straw mattresses. We only need 2. So we're gonna do it this way, I guess. There we go. 2 straw mattresses. And no, we don't want that. Yeah, I want to equip that oaken club. So by pressing up or down on the D-pad, we can cycle through weapons and other useful items. As you might have noticed, the cypress stick has a bar underneath. That's its durability, and once it breaks, it's buggered, it's gone, you got to make a new one. But it's at least good for harvesting raw materials, so we don't have to do it with our oaken club. So let's place a bed here. Get rid of these weeds so we can place the second one. There we go. So now the room is a basic bedroom because it's got bedding. And Pippa is ecstatic. Wow, you built us something to sleep on. Thank you, Jiggles. Whether it is night or day, you can sleep on any bed that is within a room to recover your health. As the sun sets, the darkness will close in around you, and more powerful monsters emerge in force. When night falls, you would do well to return to your base, rest your head upon a pillow, and sleep until morning. Unless you're a total badass. Jiggles, my child. You discovered the means to build a straw mattress all by yourself. In addition to the power to create that I bestowed unto you, it seems you also bear the special skill to discern what can be made from the materials you find. This is a wondrous power that you have. It shall no doubt prove invaluable to you in your quest to rebuild this city. Jiggles. Hello, Jiggles? Was the goddess speaking to you? You were staring off into space with your mouth open again. You've got to pay more attention to what's going on around you, Jiggles. If you keep spacing out like that, you'll never get anything done. So now the time cycle has started, seeing as we've got beds. As indicated by that message saying that we feel time start to move. But now that we've got a little more life and an oaken club, we're going to go back and give those Drackies the what for. Now, for the most part, the Drackies are perfectly docile and, somewhat harmless, unless it's, nighttime. But these ones in here, they've got it coming. Okay, Round 2. Ah! Come on. Have at you. There we go. And we get the classic Dragon Quest victory sound. And in here we've got... That's right, you guessed it, another Seed of Life. Fantastic. So we've got 50 HP. Lovely. And now that I've got this better weapon, we're going to come down this way. I can't quite recall if there was another chest down this part, but I'm going to take a look anyways. There was the one up on the mountain cliff that we got. There are some mushrooms though, we will gather them while we're coming through here. And a few more mushrooms. Yeah, I'm going to have to see about the settings, turn up the character sound a little bit. Because I sort of turned it down prior to starting my recordings. Wasn't sure how well the microphone would record after the whole Dragon's Trap debacle, when my microphone wasn't working, but yeah. Oh. Well, I was sure that there was another... Oh. Almost had it. I was sure there was another chest here. I must be remembering wrong. Senior moment, as it would seem. So we got more Chimera dudes around there. We do have water there. Water there. And some berries, which we'll actually need for the next quest, so we'll gather them ahead of time. We need 5 total. We've got this old abandoned mine here. I can't remember if there was an item over here or not. So I'm just going to run over and check. There might be something over there. Bop the slime, grab some goo. So if we read the sign, it says, there's an old worn signpost here, blah blah blah. There's a lot of writing underneath. Would you like to read it? Yes, please. How many years have passed since the vile and wicked Dragon Lord enshrouded our realm in darkness? Monsters roam the land unchecked, and even my dear home, the city of Cantlin, hath finally fallen. 'Twas but a matter of months after being robbed of the power to create that we did begin to lose our culture. Even now, fewer and fewer of our people are literate. For so long did we take that most dear and precious power for granted, that without it we are undone. But if I cannot prevent humanity's decline, at least I can record it. To this end I resolve to travel the lands of Alefgard and take note of what has befallen mankind. May this notice stand testament to my vow. I intend to collate the records of my journeys into a book, which I shall title A Passage to Tentagel. Tentagel? Yeah. Or is it Tentagel? I don't know. Tentagel sounds fine. I invite all who read this pledge to follow in my footsteps and seek out my story. May the goddess watch over thee in all thine adventures. Sir Reginald Augustus Grainus Cantlin Brigade of Guards. Well, that's a mouthful, sir. So yeah, we'll be coming across a lot more of his notes in the future. Just having another quick look around. Yeah, I don't think we can go across there until we create like a bridge, but we've got to progress a little further before we create a bridge that way to further islands, as there's a lot of powerful Goonies over there, and I think there's also like a force field blocking us from going there a little early. Collect a little more blue goo. Oh, that slime was having none of that. Was there anything in this forest? Possibly. So as you can see, our clock is there in the middle of our compass and is split into day and night with like a little sunset and morning in the bottom left and top right most portions of the compass dial thing. So I don't know, looking at it, it's about 6 o'clock. So it's going to be dark soon, and we're going to head back to base with some great haste. With the Oaken Club, can we break that? No, not yet. We'll talk to Pippa real quick and get this quest done. Oh. Jiggles, can I ask you something? With all this wandering around and collecting stuff, aren't you getting a bit hungry? Huh? No, it's not just me. That's not my tummy rumbling. You must be hearing things again. But anyway, look, there are a lot of plumberry trees around here. Plumberries are a kind of small and they don't really fill you up, but they're really sweet and juicy. Can you go and get some plumberries for me, Jiggles? Please? We'll need at least 5 for a decent meal. A plumberry is a small pink fruit that never falls far from the tree. Perhaps you should take a look and see if there are any nearby. Well, I'm ahead of the game there. Oh, wow, you found so many plumberries. Can I have them? Well, I don't know, I'm feeling rather mean. Yeah, of course you can have them. Shit. Hooray! Thanks, Jiggles. To tell you the truth, I'm actually really, really hungry. Here, these are for you. It's your share. I mean, you must be starving too, right? They're really tasty. You should try them. And as you can see, Jiggles' tummy starts to rumble, meaning that the hunger mechanic has now been turned on, which you can find up in the top left corner next to the life bar. And if it falls, then we start taking health damage. So we've got to pay close attention to that now. You know, Jiggles, I've been thinking, you run around smashing up all the trees and grass and stuff and use the materials you find to build new things, right? It'd be pretty useful to have somewhere to store all that stuff, don't you think? After all, you're going to have to collect a lot of different materials pretty soon. Why? Well, it's a secret. But you should still make something to put all your stuff in. Like a box. Your friend is wise indeed. Having a place to store and manage the resources you gather would serve you well. Can you conceive of an item that would serve such a role? So after some thinking, Eureka! Jiggles has worked out how to make a chest. Branches bundled together to form a stout strongbox, and it offers a plus 50 points when placed in our town. So come over to the mason's workbench. We'll make a chest. Thank you. And I'll also make a bonfire because we'll need one of them soon. That's incredible! Wow, you made a chest. Yeah, I sure did. Now you can put all the stuff you've collected in there and go and collect even more stuff. You know, Jiggles, there's something I've always wondered. What exactly has happened to this world? They say that the light was stolen from us by a really bad man. Absolutely horrid. The utter disgusting filth, slime and sludge in the gutter type man. Oh, I'm getting carried away. Ever since, it's been all anyone could do just to survive. Nobody cares about anyone but themselves, and they never help anyone else out. Anyway, I think it's super boring to live like that. Don't you think it'd be fun if we could rebuild this city and everyone could live together? I feel like if you're around, anything can happen. We should do everything we can to make this town a great place to live. But we'll need loads and loads of materials to do that. That's why I asked you to make a chest. Alright, so it's agreed. We're going to build the biggest, bestest city in the whole wide world. I'll have a think about what we need to build, and you'll build it. You are going to help me, aren't you, Jiggles? Aren't you? Yeah, maybe. So that's that quest done. I think we'll get one more in before cutting away for this part. But before that, we're going to need a little bit of room for this next quest. That should be just fine. So coming back around here to talk to Pippa. Oi! Get back here! It's going to be a lot of work to turn this place into a huge city, isn't it? Is there anything I can do to help? Like, maybe I could build something that would be pretty helpful, wouldn't it? But if I'm going to build things, I'm going to need a room to work in, just like the one in this picture. Jiggles, can you build me a room like this? Like the one I've drawn? Please, pretty please, with a sugar on top and a little cherry and some whipped cream and, you know, powdered sugar that comes down in a little blizzard that goes whoosh and a whee! Yeah. It would seem that your example has awoken within young Pippa the will to build. Blueprints such as the one she has gifted unto you may be laid on the ground by pressing square. Press to view the plan in more detail. To complete the blueprint, ensure that you place the necessary items exactly as shown. Be sure to build rooms within the bounds of your base, i.e. the big bright square, lest the inhabitants of your town fail to recognize them. For the workbench, you could use that mason's table over there near the flag on the grass. You'll probably have to bash it about a bit before you can move it, though. Oh, and the room will need a door to get in and out, and a torch or something else to light it up, and a throw rug would be nice too. But you can make things like that from raw materials, right? Jiggles obtains Pippa's picture. And we also figure out how to make a straw door, which we will need. So first off, we'll come over here, smash up some rocks, and more importantly, the mason's bench, which we'll need. Now selecting this item, we'll lay it out on the floor, and we can place it wherever we want. But I'm going to place it like right here on the edge, like so. That's where our workshop's going to go. So these are our walls. They've got to be 2 blocks high, and they can be made of pretty much anything. That's our stonemason's bench. That's our chest, and this is where we need a bonfire, actually. That's on the blueprint. So we'll pop that there. Chest. Stonemason bench here. And now we'll use that to make a straw door. Like so. And I'm not sure if we have enough dirt. I might need to get some more. But we'll go around nice and quick. So the overworld music has changed now that it's night time, although that shouldn't come as a surprise. Yeah, we're going to need more dirt, so what better place to get it than around here. Again, yeah, you can swing your weapon by using the L1 and R1 to look up and down. By default, though, she'll automatically change her view to the blocks above her if the ones directly in front have been destroyed already. Okay, a little bit of jumping to get up here. Yeah. So if we jump and swing up, we can get that. For now, unfortunately, we need to build out of dirt until we get the means to make more refined materials like, you know, stone walls or wood walls. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to fill in that hole sometime soon. But, yeah. First things first, finish this workshop for Pippa. I mean, you can put roofs and all sorts of stuff on your buildings later on, but it's not really necessary. You know, basically because it sort of plays like the old Dragon Quest games where they were top down and you'd go in and you just sort of move around. But yeah, so now we've got the walls done. All that's left is the door, and there we go. Jiggles completes Pippa's picture. You get a little bit of fanfare there. If we come in here, we can now use this chest that we've planted. Things that we'll store in here, we'll store the chimera feathers for now. Store the mushrooms, the goo. We'll store the broken branches. We'll store the blueprint for the... Yeah, that looks good to me. Store the blueprint for the workshop, and we'll go and inform Pippa of the improvements. Oi, wake up! Hooray! You built a workroom just like I asked for. Except it's made out of dirt. Thanks, Jiggles. It's just like the one in my picture. Oft will the inhabitants of your town seek to assist your efforts by presenting you with blueprints. Should you lack sufficient resources to complete a blueprint or other construction, search for them in the nearby wilderness. Some materials can only be obtained by defeating the monsters that maraud the wilds, thus freeing them from their grasp. I'm going to use my new workroom to build all sorts of stuff. I'll put it all in the chest at the end of the day, so you can take a look at all the amazing things I made. And we are gifted some coarse cloth. Thank you very much. I believe we can use that later on to make some armor. But we will have a bit of a sleep and turn night into day. Lovely. After a big yawn and a stretch, we'll come out here, and I think we will leave this part right here. This has been Jiggly-Gut with some Dragon Quest Builders, Part 1. Join me next time for Part 2, and we will talk to Pippa and get our next quest, and rebuild some more of Cantlin. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.